Hello and welcome to level 8 of this Let's Play of Theme Hospital. We're nearing the end, not a lot of levels left, and the truth is that from now on, as I've said before, not a lot of new features will be added. In fact, the last major addition was the epidemics. From now on it's just a matter of new cures, new illnesses, new cures, perhaps a couple of more diagnosis equipment. And of course the requirements to finish the levels will be increasing and increasing, especially the bank balance you must have in order to complete the mission. Also, another major change is going to be the fact that from now on the lowest bank balance you can have before you lose the level is going to be it's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be so forgiving anymore. I don't remember exactly what it's going to be in this particular level, but I remember that at some point it can get as high as minus 1,000, which means that if at the end of the year you have less than $1,000, you have a debt of $1,000 or more in the bank, you lose the level. So let's read the description. It's up to you to set up the most efficient and cost-effective hospital possible. The people around here are pretty well off, so fleece them for as much dosh as you can. Remember, curing people is all very nice, but you really need the money it brings. Take these sick people to the cleaners, amass a whopping $300,000 to complete this level. So a pretty generic description, nothing special about it. I don't know if that was an invitation to increase the prices of cures. You can actually do that if you want. I don't remember where it was. I never do that thing because I don't think you should increase the prices. Yeah, it is here. You can change the treatment charge, you can increase it, but I don't think that you should ever do that, because if you increase it too much, then finally they're going to refuse to pay and they will leave. So it's better if you earn they are never going to say I'm not paying if you're charging 100% of the actual value of the medicine. So I don't see why you should increase it and risk losing some customers, patients slash customers. So starting with the typical things here as usual, receptionist, GP's office and the like. Sometimes I wish they had some kind of startup or whatever it's called. I mean that some rooms should probably be prepared already. Then probably I would complain about the fact that it doesn't let you start from the beginning and letting you do it the way you want. So either way I would complain probably. So probably it's better like this, that you get to build it yourself from scratch and decide how you want it to be, and that's it. So I got a psychiatrist and a surgeon. That's good. Let's see if there's a good nurse. There's no perfect nurse. The best one is this one, but still I don't think she's going to be one of the fast ones. No, she's not. She's moving at a normal speed, so that's not good. It's acceptable but not great. And before I build anything else, let me check the map. I think I'm gonna have to buy. No, I'm not gonna buy because I'm a little bit worried about my money. I'm gonna just build here the staff room. And once again, I'm not gonna build any pool. I'm not gonna buy any pool tables or video games, just sofas. I remember I tested this in the previous level. I didn't see any difference, any serious difference. Doctors would still complain, of course, but they complain anyway, even if you have pool tables. So I don't see why I should get pool tables. I'm gonna get 3 TV sets here. Doesn't really make much sense, but well. And of course the research department, absolutely necessary. You should build it as fast as you can so that he researches what needs to be researched. In theory, you can buy more desks here, but I think that with just one it's enough, and one researcher, which at the moment I do not have. That could be a problem. And of course the training room. Now remember that normally those rooms are not meant to be here in the center of your hospital, because patients don't use them, so they should be out there. The thing is that I'm afraid that if I buy another plot area so soon, I'm going to run out of money, so I don't want to risk that. So perhaps later I will move these rooms if I can be arsed to do that. Generally I'm not, so probably they will stay here forever. I'm just mentioning it though. Unfortunately I don't have a consultant, so these rooms are a little bit useless at the moment, but I'm going to prepare the priorities here for when I get the coveted researcher. And I think I haven't had any patient yet. No, I haven't. Well, I'm gonna build a general diagnosis, which I forgot in the last level. I built it much later. I mean, it's not vital, but it's well, it's helpful. That's a little bit far. Here is better. And my first patient. I was tempted to say customer again. It looks like a supermarket of sorts. Anyway, so you go here. The surgeon was about to go. Okay, I didn't really have to move him. And let's see what's wrong with him. I'm gonna build a pharmacy in the meantime. Okay, and he's got the uncommon cold. That's a good thing. He didn't have anything that I cannot cure yet. I guess I'm gonna hire this psychiatrist as well. Generally, when I see surgeons with a certain speciality, like surgeons or psychiatrists, even if they are juniors, I think that perhaps you should be hiring them. They're a little bit hard to come by, and you should take the opportunity when you have it. I also hired a nurse, which is perfect. She's fast, which means that this one is fired. Goodbye. Thank you for your contribution, but you were not good enough. And let's see, there's a handyman here that is perfect. No, so I'm gonna have to settle with this charming and polite and whatever he was guy. I still need a consultant. I hope that this level is not keeping this as a surprise, that I'm not going to have a consultant. Oh, let's see, there are new doctors available. Yeah, there is a consultant here. You will have to work here. And I saw this one too, which is very good, surgeon and psychiatrist. And you are going to go here as well to get trained, you too. So for now we'll be working with only one doctor. It generally happens like this. But here I'm going to change the positioning because I don't know if you saw it, the doctor was going around the machine in order to treat the patient, so or to diagnose the patient. Let's see this time. Yeah, this is more normal. I don't like it when they waste time. due to bad planning. Okay, and a consultant researcher, I was lucky as well. Well, lucky, it was something that I needed. Sweaty Palms needs a psychiatric room, which I don't have at the moment, but I can easily build. And in fact, I'm going to. The question is, where? Probably here. Yeah, that's good. Well, it's not great, but it's okay. Remember here, I think the important thing is that the screen here is in a straight line with the couch, so that when those Elvis guys get cured, they go to the screen and get changed, and they change clothes. It might seem like I'm a little bit obsessed with those things, but they are important. They are really important in the long run. Time is of the essence. Okay, and another consultant here, another researcher. I don't really need another researcher, but I need consultants, and of course this guy who is a psychiatrist, I'm gonna put him here so that he gets trained. The Burmese guy, my friend, he seems to have a crush on me or something. As long as he pays, that's fine with me. Kidney beans, oh, don't start with these things already. I hate it when at the beginning of a level you get just too many cases of kidney beans and stuff that require an operating theater. The problem is not just that they require an operating theater, the problem is also that they require 2 surgeons, which is more like a luxury at the beginning of a level. I believe I do have 2 surgeons at the moment, or not. One. Okay, never mind. That's not really important. Bloaty head. Okay, and an inflator. I think I'm gonna build it. I also have an emergency. Fracture bones. No, I do not have a fracture cleaning just yet. It was too early. So I'm gonna build the inflation room. I think this area is going to be useless, unfortunately. And okay, then the inflator will go here. It is blocking a little bit this corridor here, or rather what will be a corridor in the future. I haven't bought it yet. But that's okay, they can still pass through it. So the good news is that I've reached August already, and I'm still I don't have any financial troubles yet. And a drinks machine. I don't have a drinks machine. I'm gonna build one here. Place down one here, and perhaps another one here. Okay, this time he was not that impressed, but he still gave me 1,200. Why not? And a consultant here, which means that, yes, this psychiatrist is going to the training room. Because right now I think I have 2 consultants, yes, 1 consultant researcher and 1 consultant with no specialization or whatever. Discrete itching, that's a new one. Tiny insects with sharp teeth, the cause. Symptoms: scratching leading to body part inflammation. Cure: patient drinks a pharmaceutical gluey syrup to prevent the skin from itching. Okay, I think they could have thought of something more insightful or something. You're 3/4 of the way to losing this level. He says this because I think he says it because my bank balance is a little bit low at the moment, but I don't think I have to worry just yet. And as you can see, as you progress through the levels, the starting effectiveness of drugs is lower and lower. Right now it's 76%, which is quite low. So you need the researcher to really focus on drug research to try to avoid any deaths. Especially in the first year, it's quite important not to have any deaths at all. If you do, well, it's not the end of the world, but you might have trouble in the long run. Can I build a fracture clinic? Yes, I can build a fracture clinic. And here, I keep trying here, but yeah, that's out of the question. But perhaps here, it's also out of the question. That's bad. Then it has to be here. That's not the perfect placement, but it will do. Because they enter through the door and they then have to turn left in order to enter the machine. But okay, this basically this makes more of a difference during emergencies, especially when you have something like 10 cases of fractured bones. Each millisecond can make a difference. Transparency. And the first complaint by this nurse, corrugated ankles, spare ribs. Too many cases, look at this, too many cases that require... I'm not even going to be replying to those anymore, it's boring. Okay, I cannot cure those, and there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. So, end of the first year. As usual, some bad awards or whatever, but the important thing is that I got the 6,000 and one of my doctors has become a consultant. That's also very good news. Don't know who it was, but anyway. And an emergency, come on. This was for an emergency with a patient with a broken heart. Yeah, no, he doesn't need a psychiatrist. He needs an operating theater, odd as it may seem. And another one of my doctors has become a consultant, so this level is going well so far. Not great, but it's going well. So I just have to be a little bit patient so that my researcher here completes his drug research. And I think another one of my doctors has become a consultant. Slack tongue. Unfortunately, I don't have a slack tongue clinic yet. I mean, I haven't even researched it yet. And of course, another problem with the fact that the effectiveness of drugs is lower is that it takes a longer time to reach 100% in all of them. And I think that now all of my, there is still one who hasn't become a consultant. He's currently sitting in the staff room. So 6 cases of gut rot. I'm gonna place down some benches here so that they don't sit down very far from the pharmacy. And I just saw that I have 2 drinks machines here. I don't need 2 of them, so I'm gonna place one of them here. So where are the gut rot patients? Are they already there? Yeah, they're already there. That would be a very bad moment for the nurse to leave. I'm gonna hire this one and see if she's one of the fast ones. No, she's not, so I'm gonna fire her. That was perhaps the shorter tenure as a nurse she ever had. Okay, and now where is my nurse? Here. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it for the emergency, unfortunately. But at least... Okay, one of them has died, yes, indeed. That was bad. But the problem was that my nurse decided to leave at one of the most inappropriate times ever. Because she got tired. And we see here that the earthquake was quite strong. Fortunately, no permanent damage was done. And now okay, so this level is one of those levels that the minimum bank balance you can have is minus 1,000, so I'm in danger in theory. Of course, I haven't got any loan just yet, so if there is such a big crisis, I can always get a loan and survive. In fact, something tells me I will have to. Let's see. Some bloaty heads here giving me some badly needed cash. A sleeping illness. And I think one of the major problems right now is the fact that I cannot cure patients who need an operating theater. I mean, I could cure them, but I'm gonna need an operating theater. And in order to build an operating theater at the moment, I would first need to buy another plot area. I think, let me see how many surgeons I have. 1, 2, only 2 surgeons. That's not really good, but I think I'm gonna get a loan and just buy this plot area here, or yeah, this one. And I'm gonna build a ward and then an operating theater, because I think that I'm a little bit stuck without the operating theater. There are just too many patients that require an operation, so I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the investment. Okay, 4 beds. 4 beds is not great, but it's all right. It's acceptable. I think it's the minimum you should have in a ward. And now the operating theater. I think that my main worry at the moment is that I only have 2 surgeons. My personal suggestion is that you should have +2. I mean, if you have, let's say, 1 operating theater, you should have. If you have 1 operating theater, you should have 4 surgeons. If you have 2 operating theaters, you should have 6. Because you need 4 in theory, 4 surgeons, 2 for each one, +2 that can replace them in case the other ones are tired or whatever. Otherwise, you might have trouble. Okay, I'm gonna have to hire. The thing is that I don't have money, and let's see how it's going to go without hiring anyone. The good news is that now I can handle a lot of situations with this operating theater. Boldness. I've been quite unlucky with my emergencies. Apart from the gut rot one, the rest have been cases that I cannot deal with. So now I'm in trouble because there are no patients in my hospital and I'm just running out of money. And we'll see. I'm in danger right now. I'm in quite a lot of danger unless people start coming here. I'm gonna have trouble. Okay, maybe this epidemic is actually going to help me earn some badly needed cash. Okay, so you will all leave, unfortunately, because there's just too many people with heaped piles here. And this one got cured, the one that was over here. So he's not gonna find anything, I hope. The inspector, he's coming now. Let's see, this is very crucial. No, he didn't, but the compensation was not that great. I was unlucky. I don't know what it depends on, the compensation. And here we have a new illness, Heritis, caused prolonged exposure to the moon. Symptom sufferers experience enhanced sense of smell, and an electrolysis machine removes the hair and seals up the pores. So that's not exactly what I wanted right now. And I'm in trouble. I'm in serious trouble. I think I'm gonna lose the level unless something... I cannot get more loans. I'm gonna have to... what can I do? I'm gonna sell the fracture clinic just so that I can... No, the operating theater. I cannot move this doctor. Okay, I had to do that, otherwise I would probably lose this level. Because now I'm not gonna get the no croaks thing. So I wouldn't be above the minus 1000 that you need to be in order to survive. This was scary, but I managed to... why can I place... Look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay, the door cannot be placed there for some unknown reason, so I have to move the bench. And now I can place it. Doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, when you are in such dire straits, you need to think of ways to just survive. And now that I managed to survive this year, I don't think I'm gonna have to do anything as drastic as this, hopefully, at the end of next year.
2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please.
And serious radiation cases have already started coming. I still have... Yeah, discrete etching is the last one that needs to be perfected. This should be done very soon. I'm gonna hire another nurse, even though they're not perfect, because I just need a nurse. And I think that now all the medicines have been fully upgraded. That's good. So now I can focus on cure equipment. As usual, the next one should be the cure equipment, I think, so that you can research stuff like the decontamination chamber, the slack tongue, of course, and the electrolysis machine, which is new in this level, and a little mouse there, shot to death. A slicer. Okay, let's see if I can afford the slicer. No, I cannot, but I will be able to now that the operation has finished. So, the slack tongue here? No. I have to just quit trying to place anything there. It just does not fit. But here it does. So, okay, it's not the placement of the room is not the best. It's right there in the middle of everything. But as long as there is open space to walk around, that's fine. Just be careful so that they don't do strange and ridiculous stuff like walking all around in order to get to a specific location. You should always leave some space to form artificial corridors, you might say. And again, in financial troubles. But now I can also cure slack tongues. So I'm gonna remove these surgeons from here so that they don't get tired for no reason. In fact, probably I should be placing them in the staff room, but that's okay. Yeah, of course take a chance. 90-80%. 98% is a nice probability. So once again, in financial problems, you see that now levels are more difficult. I think I've also been a little bit unlucky with the cases that I've had way too many serious radiation people and way too many Heritis people. I also had a lot of cases that required an operating theater when I didn't have one. 89%, and another serious radiation case. Something tells me that once again I will have to do the same thing I did to sell my stuff. Atom analyzer, this is another new machine. This is for the research department, but right now it's completely out of the question. Another Heritis case, way too many cases that I cannot handle. Things are not going well at all. Another Heritis, another serious radiation. I guess the trick here was not to focus on cure, on drug research. An epidemic, which will probably help me, especially if it's on those. Okay, let's see the compensation. It's going to be critical. Still very small. And another loan.
Two surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
Where is my second surgeon? I really need him in the research department. What am I talking about? I really need my surgeon in the operating theater. Where is my second surgeon? Can't find him. here he is in the staff room. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have 3 operations, and I really need the money from them. Uh-oh, the nurse has left. That was bad. And now I still have 1.
Nurse required in fracture clinic, please.
And here I have to be moving her around. This is going to be difficult to survive.
Nurse required in ward.
Perhaps I will have to sell things again, and even then I might not make it. We'll see.
Two surgeons required in operating theatre.
Another problem is that I only have 2 surgeons. I got a little bit unlucky with that. Because, well, I have to be moving them all around.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
More serious radiation people.
Nurse required in ward.
And this nurse is just going to get crazy. She needs to be in 3 places at once. The pharmacy, the ward, and the fracture clinic sometimes.
Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Nurse required in pharmacy.
And now she got tired. Okay, that's enough. Cure this one too. Broken wind. I think I said broken heart before. I'm confused now. I'm not sure if it's a different thing actually.
Nurse required
I mean, broken heart and broken wind. I mean, if there is a broken heart illness or it's just me.
warning, earthquake imminent.
Earthquake. That can seriously screw things up.
Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Attention, earthquake warning. Maintenance required in hair restorer. Nurse required in ward.
So probably I will have to sell my operating theater once again. This time I didn't have any deaths, however. So I'm gonna get some money out of that. Yes, I'm gonna sell my operating theater once again. Just trying to survive here. And perhaps... Well, I'm not sure if there's anything else that will earn me some money. A fracture clinic, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, and I'm getting some cash. What's this? Congratulations on winning the VIP Trip Award for making the lives of hardworking figures in the public eye better by pleasing all of those who visited your hospital. Marvelous. Okay. And now, once again, well, first of all, I'm gonna build the fracture clinic again. I wish there was some way to save a room like in some other games. You can do this thing, like in Roller Coaster Tycoon. You can save rides that you have already created, and then you can place them down immediately. And the operating theater, once again. And hopefully this year will be the last time I had to do this thing, because this is a little bit boring, not fun to watch at all. And once again I'm in minus 1,108. And the hair restorer. Can I get a loan? No, I cannot. I already have 40,000. I've taken a loan of $40,000. They won't let me get anything else. I think that you can reach 50,000, but I don't know what it depends on, to be honest. Epidemic, that can be good. Where's the nurse? The nurse is tired. I'm gonna change the queue here so that when the nurse gets rested, she can cure this one directly. I'm gonna get some money, I guess. I hope the compensation this time is a little bit larger. Also, I'm gonna get another nurse now that I have a little bit more money. And let's see if there's a surgeon available here. No, there is a consultant, but at the moment I cannot afford him. I think I shouldn't push it. I'm gonna build the hair restoration clinic, or whatever it's called. And I think I have survived for good this time, because the more machines you have, the more people you can cure, so I will not have to send away bald people anymore. And I think it's a little bit expensive to... I mean, the cure for this is a little bit expensive, so that's good. Now, the best thing to happen would be to try to get to find some nurse that is perfect and a surgeon, because I still have just 2 surgeons. In theory, I could ask one of them to... In fact, I am going to do that. I'm gonna hire a junior here, and then I'm gonna ask this one to become his teacher, this consultant surgeon, and perhaps one more junior, and perhaps one more. Why not? And of course, I will have to be multitasking this surgeon whenever he's needed in the operating theater. I will be moving him. The electrolyzer has been researched, so all cure equipment have been researched. Diagnosis equipment now. I think I can afford. Let's see what I can afford. I can afford the electrolysis clinic, so that you can also see how it is. It's kind of funny the way, well, as usual. It's funny how they cure the person.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
No, I want a bin. Okay, patients with heritis are directed to this room where a special machine called the electrolyzer yanks out the hairs and seals the pores electrically using a compound not unlike grout. Sorry, I don't really know what that means. I know you're probably making fun of me right now because of that, but that's okay. And the drinks machine here somewhere should be placed just in case they need to get a drink. And a plant. Now I can build the decontamination chamber, I just don't have the money for it. No, I don't need this loan.
2 surgeons required.
Okay, I'm stuck with it. So once again, I see the hospital a little bit empty. This level is a little bit challenging. Okay, I forgot about this. I need this surgeon now here. In fact, I already lost a patient because of that. But at least I'm gonna cure this one. So again, go back to training people here. Let's see if there's any other. No, one more here. So that I never have to worry about having doctors again. So the last case I cannot cure yet is the this contamination thing. But that's a little bit expensive. It needs $15,000 to build, and at the moment that's just a dream for me. And again, I'm gonna need the doctor, the consultant surgeon here. Invisibility. Uh-oh. It just got... This one just got... Research. Okay, so again, I'm gonna have to focus on drug research, because I hadn't had any case of invisibility just yet. So it didn't exist here. So now that it is here, the effectiveness is only 76%, so it really needs to be cured. It really needs to be perfected. 76 is way too low. And an epidemic, 12,000. The squids, I must have quite a few in the hospital at the moment. I'm gonna vaccinate them so that they don't spread the infection, and then I'm gonna hire this nurse who is perfect. That's good. And I'm gonna do something that might seem weird, but I'm gonna send this guy home, the invisibility guy. He was queuing for the pharmacy, but the problem is that the effectiveness of the drug is only 76%, and at the moment I don't want to risk any deaths because the year is about to finish, and I really need to make sure that I have no deaths this year. Otherwise, I'll be in big trouble.
Doctor required in inflator room. 2 surgeons required in operating.
And you see that the infection expanded. Too many people with heaped piles at they were spreading the disease, the infection between each other. But I managed to cure all of them, so now I'm gonna get a compensation here. 3,470. In this level, the compensations are not great. I saw that I had a queue in the GP, in the reception, so I'm gonna build another GP's office here. It's a little bit small, but okay. And there it is. And now, let me think. I think. Okay, no. I thought that the consultant surgeon was in the operating theater. No, he's here teaching the noobs. There was something that I wanted to do, but I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I think I wanted to check. Yeah, the effectiveness. Okay, invisibility has been perfected. The drug has been perfected. So back to diagnosis, equipment, research.
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
And I think that this year I will not have to resort to alchemies in order to survive. At least I hope not. wow, 3 people queuing for the operating theater. So where is the consultant? Where is he? Is he the one that... No, he's not the one that is here. He's going now to the staff room. Okay, let him rest a little bit. And now you can go to the operating theater to help this other guy with the operations. Okay, this other one got tired. So let him rest a little bit. Let's see the epidemic in the meantime. Gut rot. 2 cases so far. I hope it stays that way. Okay, you rested. So you can go back here. So yeah, this time I didn't have to resort to any magic or whatever in order to survive. And I'm also gonna get the No Croak award. So yeah, now it's I have survived, and so now it's just a matter of time before I actually win. A major change will be when I manage to when I manage to have more surgeons, so that I don't have to do this boring thing of moving this surgeon all around. There he is. And a compensation this time is a little bit bigger, thank the force. Okay, I want him to go back to training, but now I have people here. So let's see if any of them has already been has got the specialization. Unfortunately, not yet. So I still need those one of those surgeons. Okay, and here we have a bug, like a serious bug. Look at this. I hope the game does not crash on me. So yeah, unfortunately the game really bugged and it crashed, so I had to... Fortunately I had because it auto saves, so I had a save game which was not too old. In fact, it wasn't old at all. However, in order to be able to proceed with the game, I had to sell once again the operating theater, and in fact I had to sack one of the surgeons who had got completely stuck. I had to sack him so that I go on playing. Otherwise, the only other option would have been to start the game, start the level from the beginning. So yeah, these things unfortunately happen. Fortunately, the game has an autosave feature, and it autosaves once per month. I think near the end of the month. So I was able to save my game. The only problem now is that I don't have a surgeon. I don't have a second surgeon at the moment. That's why I'm getting this, because I only have one surgeon, unfortunately, who is, let me see, he's here. Okay, let him rest, and then he can teach the rest. This is a setback for real, but I think I will survive. It's just that for now I will not be able to deal with cases that require an operating theater. But still, I have all the rest, so it shouldn't be too problematic. Now, I'm gonna build the scanner here, since I don't have a... I mean, I cannot really do much else at the moment. I have to expand somehow. while I'm waiting for a surgeon to be trained. In a way, I was lucky in the sense that I could go on at least by deleting the operating theater, and also obviously I would have to record the Let's Play video from the beginning as well. And the thing is that I have reached quite far. In fact, I have avoided defeat twice already by selling my operating theater. The only problem now is that the training of these doctors is probably going to take some time. And I have a new blood machine which has just been researched. Let's see if I can put it here. I can. But yeah, okay. It's no, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's very small. It's very small. It's not worth it. I'm gonna buy another plot area here, and I'm gonna place it here instead. I think we still haven't seen how it works. Hopefully this time we'll get a chance. Because in the last level, actually we did have a chance. It was used sometimes. It's just that in those moments I was doing something else and we couldn't see it in action. It's a little bit funny the way they pump the blood out of the patient. You would expect it to be with an injection of some sort, but no. I was contemplating on whether I should get this psychiatrist here. I don't think so. I must have a lot of psychiatrists already. Oh, I should have built... instead of buying the blood machine, probably I should have built the decontamination room. I should be able to do it now, yes, now that I have the money. So, no, I need 15,000. Okay. Oh, another surgeon here. Well, it's a junior anyway, so he will not really be able to help me anytime soon. An epidemic. Broken heart. Okay, so broken heart actually exists. It was not my imagination. An earthquake. Okay, I need to be careful here because I'm gonna replace this just in case. The operating theater is fine. The blood machine is fine. Fracture cleaning is fine. This is not fine. I'm gonna replace it. And I think everything else is fine. So where is the broken heart thing? Here. Oh, but it needs an operating theater. Okay, so yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm gonna send her away instead because right now I cannot cure her. Actually, no, I could have cured her by using the junior. Didn't think about it. Okay, my mistake. But still, I get the compensation because she was already outside my hospital when the inspector came, and now I can build a decontamination chamber, which is it is expensive, but the cure itself is also very expensive, so you can earn quite a lot of money, quite a bit of money, or quite a lot of money, or whatever, with this. To be honest with you, for a moment I was thinking of just replaying the level from the start, and in fact I was thinking that perhaps this time I should focus on cure equipment, because you remember that at the beginning of the level I was really struggling with patients that I couldn't cure. So So yeah, that's probably what I would have done if I had started from the beginning. Of course, then it's risky because your drugs are not effective. But I really had financial troubles. So, and another epidemic. Infectious laughter. I'm using my juniors here. Well, they are not juniors anymore. They are doctors, I think. I cannot pick him up. Okay, now come here to get more training, and you as well. Don't go to the decontamination. Go to get trained instead. So, some compensation. Let's see if I can build the scanner, the Ultra Scanner, which is supposed to be the best diagnosis machine that you can get. And I think I agree with that. It's quite good. But I still have a thing for the scanner. I don't know, the normal scanner. I don't know why. It's an obsession.
Doctor required in general diagnosis. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in blood machine room.
So let's see if I can get a nurse as well.
Doctor
Yeah.
required in GP's office.
I think you're currently employing too many nurses, he said. I don't think so. You can never have enough nurses.
Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor
And
required
my
in
staff has
general
started
diagnosis.
to complain.
Doctor required in blood machine room.
I don't know why.
Doctor required in decontamination.
Ah, here it is. So she enters this thing, and it's literally pumping out the blood, sucking out the blood or whatever.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
And that was it. So that's how the blood machine works.
Doctor wanted in electrophysiology.
And here my favorite machine.
Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor.
Let me check if there is a queue size. I'm not gonna check it now. The end of the year. And the usual trophies here. All good. And now I can build the Ultra Scanner so that you can see that too. And I think I haven't built an X-ray. I don't remember. I have to check. I don't think I have one. So here it is. It seems pretty simple, really, but it's quite effective. And the description: the Ultrascan is virtually the ultimate in diagnostic equipment. It costs a lot, but is worth it if you want superb diagnosing in your hospital. I have no reason to doubt the description, so it must be the best. On the other hand, it said that it's expensive. The scanner, the regular scanner, is actually more expensive. It costs 12,000, while the Ultrascan costs 8,000, and I don't think I have an X-ray. No, I don't. So I'm gonna build the X-ray here, and this is probably going to be my last room, I guess. So I'm gonna make it ridiculously big. Also notice that the radiators should be scattered around the room. Don't build two of them close together like this. It doesn't make any difference. You should scatter them all around the room. I have one here, one here, one here, and the whole room is covered. Also, let's see, here in this corridor Perhaps I should place a radiator here. I'm not sure if it's really important, but well, and a plant. In fact, I'm gonna buy a few plants to make the hospital look nicer. This guy is obsessed about the fact that I have a lot of nurses. I mean, it's not you the one who's paying for them, so why do you persist so much? So how's the training going? Still far from becoming consultants. Okay, probably I'm gonna finish the level and they will still not be consultants. Let's replace the hair restorer. What a storming hospital when I'm next year. Okay, it seems I have another friend. This is Reginald Crumbly, or whatever his name is. This hospital feels more like a stadium with all those applauses, or no, well, I don't know what it's called. Hoorays, or whatever. This consultant is tired. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm also going to buy the computer here, and I'm gonna try to see if the atom analyzer fits somewhere. That's bad. Let's see if by moving this plant all the way over here. Nope. And now, still nothing. Okay, so we're not gonna see the analyzer in this level. Essentially, it's just another machine to help out the researcher research things faster. But in any case, at the moment, he's also only improving equipment. There's no rush to do that. So I need to increase the value of my hospital to 100. Okay, so then I'm gonna need, but then what is it? Am I missing some? I'm not missing anything. X-ray, I built it. Cardiogram, I think I have it. Because I do, right? No? I don't have a cardiogram. I sort of remember building it, but okay. Let's deal with the epidemic first. Okay, the only patient with it has been cured. So if I don't have a cardio, let's see where I'm gonna build it. I guess I should build it here. The only problem is that now patients will need to leave the hospital until at least temporarily in order to go here, so I'm going to have problems with my epidemics, but that's okay. I just need to be a little bit more careful, I guess. I will probably have to be sending people home to avoid paying fines. Ronnie Jepson has expressed his interest or whatever. So now my hospital value should be more than, yeah, definitely more than 180,000. So that's done. And basically I'm just waiting for time to pass, the surgeons to be trained to become consultants, basically, which which really seems to take time, unfortunately. Epidemic, uncommon cold. Now, if any of those leave the hospital to go to the cardiogram, I'm screwed. Hopefully it will not happen. Let's see where they are. I don't see anyone. Unless in the ward. There is no one. So yeah, it happens sometimes. I'm just gonna have to wait for the time limit to run out, and then I'm gonna get a compensation, I hope. I'm also gonna hire some more handymen because I'm getting a lot of epidemics, so I'm gonna try to make my hospital a little bit cleaner. Sometimes I have a feeling that no matter what you do, you will always get epidemics. Okay, compensation, nice. And now my reputation is also quite high. In theory I should have more patients than I currently have. This should be repaired. Yeah, the training process is slow, unfortunately. And like I said before, probably by the time they get to be consultants, the level will be about to finish. How much money do I need? 300,000, okay. From now on it's going to be like that. Each level will need 100,000 more. So next level will need 400,000 and so on until the final level, but I don't remember. I think it needs 700,000 or something like that. Or perhaps a million. I'm not sure. We'll see it when I get to that. Yeah, very nice hair, dude. Oh, mate. I kind of prefer mate, to be honest with you. No offense to Americans, but anyway, yeah, this is about to be destroyed. He repaired it, but still, it should be replaced. I'm gonna replace it after this guy gets cured, because otherwise, if an earthquake strikes, it might explode. You need to be careful about those things. One thing about Theme Hospital is that you can never really say, okay, now it's an automatic pilot, I don't have to do anything. It doesn't work like that. You need to be checking all the time. You need to be scanning the area all the time to see if there is anything you need to take care of. I think that this nurse was not really necessary. I think I'm just doing it to annoy my advisor there, who really seems to have something against nurses. Okay, they are close to becoming... What's his name? Enmore. Okay. And more. And Let. Podson. Curham. Scotland. Okay. Wow, your prices are far too high. I'm going home. Alright. So imagine if I had actually changed my prices, if I had increased my prices. And if they already complain about the prices, I can't imagine what they would say if I had increased them even more. And I was thinking about building toilets, but I think I shouldn't. Unless they fit here, can I? Yeah, in theory I could, but no. Epidemic, heaped piles. Where are they? I think I saw. Yeah, okay, one is here in the ward, and the other one here. Queuing for the GP's office. Where is the doctor? This consultant is tired. I need a doctor to check her out so that she can then... Okay, you come here to the GP's office so that he finds out what's wrong with her, and she goes to the pharmacy and then gets cured. And the same thing applies for this one. Only thing is that I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to cure both of them before the inspector comes. Yes, I will. Okay, great. End of another year. I'm not even gonna check my trophies this time. Thanks for reminding me about the loan. I have forgotten about that. So yeah, I can repay my loan. So yeah, I'm back to 100,000 again. I need 200 more. 200,000 more, of course. But it shouldn't take that long anymore. My reputation is also quite high. These ones are about to become consultants. Come on. Oh, one of them became a consultant, even though there was no teacher inside at the moment, which means that I guess that if they are in this room even without a consultant, they get trained, but I guess it's done at a much slower pace. I assume, at least. And another consultant. Okay, and now things are going to be much better. And in fact, both of them became consultants. So once, because where is he? There was. So let me get this straight. There is no other non-consultant. Because if not, yeah, there is no one else. Okay, so then you serve no purpose here. Work normally as a doctor and not as a teacher anymore. You have too many doctors. Yeah. Once again, I disagree. I don't think you can have too many doctors. It's like I don't know how many of you have watched Batman Returns. Michael Keaton, Bruce Wayne says to Max Schreck that we have a power surplus, and Max Schreck says, power surplus. Shame on you, Bruce, there is no such thing. And I think I would reply to him the same thing if I could. Doctor surplus, there is no such thing. Whoa, 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 this one is about to explode. I was lucky, huh? Because there was a chance that when that patient was cured, it might have exploded. But that's why you need to be moving all around. What we haven't seen yet is the ultra scanner at work. We saw the blood machine. We haven't seen the ultra scanner. And I don't know if Okay, this one is... Ah, no, this one is going to the decontamination chamber. Gut rot.
Stand down.
Epidemic over.
Attending psychiatry,
Okay, it
please.
was
Nurse required in fracture,
out of place.
please. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in inflator.
More compensation. And as you can see, even with so many doctors as the advisor claims that I have, there are still rooms that are empty. So now I saw that my reception has a queue, so I'm going to build another GP's office here. From now on, I'm going to have trouble for certain with the infections, with the epidemics, because now more and more people will come here to get a diagnosis. So they will be leaving that building to enter this building, and when they come here, the game, as I said many times, considers thinks that they have left the hospital, and the inspector comes. So, but where is the... Oh, here. Okay, he's queuing for the decontamination when it's... Wow, look at this doctor, he got crazy because he's very tired. It's not really my fault, they get stuck, unfortunately, so he needs to rest. And when he rests, he will be fine and ready to go back to work, I think. But it seems that it takes longer to rest than normal. So you should generally be checking their tiredness level to avoid such a thing from happening. Ideally, the game should not bug and should not have doctors get stuck inside their rooms. Councillor Crawford Perks. Those are new names. Until now I had the Burmese guy, the Premiership footballer, Reginald Johnston. Well, Reginald Johnston, this is a name that comes from The Last Emperor. I don't know how many of you have watched that film. Peter O'Toole's character is called Reginald Johnston. Kind of like that name. And every time I hear the name Reginald, I always associate it with that surname. End of another year. Epidemic. Okay, so someone, yeah, here. Someone left this building to come here, so I'm gonna get a fine now. Cannot avoid it, unfortunately. In fact, it was quite a big fine, $24,000. Yeah, ideally I should probably reorganize my hospital. I should move the GP's offices here, and I should here I should build cure equipment that have nothing to do with epidemics, like the fracture clinic. Okay, this nurse has left. Or the slack tongue, or for example the staff room, the research department, the training room. All of these things should be here in different buildings. Anything that is or the hair restorer, anything that has to do with epidemics, and I mean, for example, a person that suffers from an epidemic can have an illness that needs to use a scanner. So the scanner should not be in a different building. It should be in the same building. But other rooms, like, as I said, the slack tongue, the fracture clinic, the inflation room, the hair restorer, this one, the electrolysis clinic. These can be easily and safely placed in another building. And the queue size is still big. And here it's a mess. So I'm gonna hire some handymen. And I'm gonna build a second GP's office. So yeah, as I said, ideally I should do that. But I just cannot be arsed because anyway, I'm about to win the level. So it's not really worth it. If I get some fines, that's fine, I can handle it.
Epidemic over. Stand
In fact, in this case,
attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor.
I got a compensation and another epidemic. Wow, 33,000. I'm gonna attempt to cure them. Let's see.
Staff announcement. Epidemic warning.
Okay, so there are a lot of them.
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
I mean, way too many. Way too many. And there is a possibility that the inspector comes and instead of asking me to pay a fine, there is a chance that he empties my hospital. Sometimes they do that instead. If they think that there are just way too many, which is actually better than having to pay a fine. Let's see what happens. Probably in this case I will either pay a ridiculously big fine or yeah, he has sent everyone home, as you can see. But this is, for me, it's better, really. I prefer this than having to pay a fine. I'm also going to build toilets here since they are complaining about it.
Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in pharmacy.
Of course, you also take a reputation hit, but that's, you can recover it fast because of the sheer number of patients that you cure. So that's not a big problem. I think that if you have reached this point in a level, you don't really worry. You don't really have to worry about epidemics.
Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in inflator room.
Of course, one could argue that it's better if you pay a fine because at least the patients remain in your hospital and then you can cure them. So you get some money back. But well, and another epidemic. But this time it's less serious. In fact, I think that once those two get cured, where is he? He's going to the GP's office, okay.
Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in X-ray.
And now he's going to the...
Ultrascan. Nurse required in pharmacy.
Okay, so,
GP's office. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in decontamination.
uh-oh, he left because he's going to the toilet.
Doctor
That's why I hate toilets.
in GP's office.
I'm gonna pay a fine now because of that guy, but it's okay.
2 surgeons required in operating theatre.
No compensation, so he didn't see him or what? Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes the game bugs in your favor. So now I have 300,000 and now it's a matter of time. In fact, at the end of the year, in fact, look at this. He's still here showing as having the infection. I cannot do anything about it anymore. He's just gonna get cured and he will leave and that's it. So at the end of the year I'm gonna finish the level and another epidemic again for the serious radiation thing.
Doctor required in X-ray.
Doesn't make any difference at this point. So yeah, end of level 8. It was 8, right? Yeah. Jolly good. You have made excellent progress at your hospital. We have found somewhere else for you to run. If you fancy a change of scenery and a fresh set of challenges you don't have to accept,
No. We have found somewhere else for you to run if you fancy a change of scenery and a fresh set of challenges. You don't have to accept, but it might be worthwhile if you do. The salary is, wow, 582,512. That's not bad. Do you want a job at Eastville Hospital? Yes, I do. So, this was the end of level 8. I hope you enjoyed this level. We had some technical problems with the game crashing. You saw it. So, looking forward to level 9.